Feels got some new rubber, and we got phantom black rims now. I think it looks pretty good. Well, hi there, welcome back. We are headed into Bel Air. I guess it's Bel Air Beach area here, Clearwater, whatever you want to call it. And we're going to a 28 Vantage. That's the first one. Simple job, should be in and out. And we got to go to a 28 C-Ray, which is a brand new one, 2024, and install our Sirius XM radio here. Pretty simple. Both of the jobs are pretty simple, so I'll see you at the first one. Well, here she is. On our right, anyway. Looks like we got the baby brother right next to it. I like these little boats too. The little whalers. Still sell a lot of these, and they hold their value. Cool little blue one. But we're looking at this guy right here. Dual console. It's way up on the lift, so let me lower it down. And we're just going to sneak under the cover real quick because we're just got some switch covers to put on. So here we go. I also just realized it's the same blue color. Let's get on here. We're going to go under the cover. It might be dark for a second. Crawl inside. We'll keep the cover on. That makes it easier because, like I say, we're not doing anything but swapping a few things out here. If you look, we have one I've already switched out, and then we needed the rest. Basically, for some reason, they decided to put all the writing on the switches, and the sun gets them, or they wear off from your oil and your finger, from your fingers. Now they actually write it all along the panel here, so that doesn't happen anymore. But being under warranty, they're sending us new switch covers for these ones that have problems. So that's what I have now, and let me show you. We got a special tool also. This guy right here actually fits. We'll see if we can do it here, but you push it underneath the switch, basically it'll pop off. I can show you there's two ways to do it. You could also, the way that I would do it without breaking it if you didn't have this tool, because a lot of people wouldn't, is you can actually pull on these and they usually will just pop. You got to be careful, because if you do it a certain way, you can break these little tabs right here. Let's try it with our special tool here too. Oh, look at that. That makes it real nice. Keeping that one in the collection of special tools. Well, I got I don't know how many are here, 6 or 8 maybe here to do. So with a little camera magic here, we'll snap our fingers and they'll be changed. There we go, good as new. Zoom back out of here. Well, that's basically it for this one. The 4 minutes to switch out, 10 switch covers here, and that's it. So when we get out from under this cover here, we'll get the boat back on the lift, and we'll see you over at that brand new 28 C-Ray. All right, we made it. I'm gonna grab some tools. We shouldn't need too much to install a little XM module here, so I'll see you at the boat here. All right, here she is. It's brand new SLX 280. Now that I look at this, I remember this customer now. He had a 260 C-Ray, which is a single engine. This one, you can see it's a JPO, joystick piloting outboard also. Totally different boat, just a little bit wider, a little bit longer, but a little easier to drive since you have twins here and you got the joystick. And look, you got dual screens, so just an upgrade from what he had. Real nice, I like it. So let's jump on here and we'll see what we gotta do for the XM. All right, we're on. We got us a ski pole on this one. Let's make sure our batteries are off, and well, that's a first. I have not seen those battery switches before. It looks like they're computer driven. It says EGIS Mobile Electric. That is the first time that I've seen these type of switches. Well, it looks like it's got ACRs, so it's got automatic charging relays in it. Because you got twin engine here, so it's gonna have to jump between either motor to the house. So I'm sure this somehow digitally does that now. Our batteries are off for now. I wonder if it's got a remote too. I wonder if that is push button now. Very possible. Let's back out of the camera here. So yeah, this is just a little bigger than a 26, but it has a little more creature comforts because you get your stereo controls back here. Come in here behind my tool bag there. We got this one's got a refrigerator. The 26 didn't have that. And I think the 26 did have dual screens, though I might be wrong about that, but this one's got the newest Simrads, and you can tell by the new ones have these corners. The old ones had a ring all the way around them, so a little bit different there. And looks like we're still using C-zone components here. The trim tabs, like I said before, it's got JPO, joystick piloting. Really nice. I like the setup. I like the colors too. They've changed the seat deck a little bit. They got these black pads instead of all this style. It's a good looking boat. I like the all the design cues they did here that changed a little bit. Nice diamond stitching. You can see they got these pads even up here. It's nice. Walk up front, and even here, that's what I was talking about. They've changed this, so you have this nice soft touch all the way up here, the table base. And looking at the dash here, we need a clear view of the sky for our Sirius. So I think maybe right here is where we're going to put our antenna. And we got to get under the dash to hook up to our stereo. Unless we can see it in there, we might be able to. But if not, looks like there's a panel we can remove to get to the dash. Let's see what we got in here. A nice little bathroom. You can see this thing set up just like a big boat, but like a day cruiser. You can hang out for the day in it, no problem, be comfortable. A nice big seat. All this moves too, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I got these levers here, both sides. Nice chairs. Let's just take a peek in here before we get to installing our stereo. Oh, I've seen this before. This is almost like the 26. They put this big box in here for storage. When you lift this out, basically all of our components are back there. And they left a cutout for your charger so you can see if your batteries are good. And his is plugged in and they're all green. Real nice. Yeah, it's definitely brand new because we give you, when you buy a boat, you get all the life jackets, all the chemicals, everything you need. Close that down. We got a nice black tower too, and it's got the speaker option, so it must have a big stereo in her. I'm not sure where the subs are at. Well, found it under the port side passenger seat. Yeah, so it's got an amp in it for sure. All right, well, let's get in our dash here. All right, got everything out of our way. There's a big canvas basically right here. Some pole stuff. If I need to, I'll move the tables out of the way, but they look like they're fine for now. But there's a cover basically that goes all the way around this. But this is where we need to be. Let's see what we got in here. There's a vent filter for the toilet, so it doesn't smell as bad. You're supposed to change that at least once a year, depending on how much you use it. It's a lighting control. It's a network expander. We got an amp, fuse panels. It's all of our mercury system. That's a junction box. NEMA. What else we got? More mercury stuff. There's another amp. This one looks like it's just for the subwoofer. Got one audio in on it. So everything is back here, and our stereo is hidden up in there, somewhere back there. So we need to connect to that. And looking above us, looks like right where that water fill is right there, we have a spot where we can run our antenna through. Basically right on the other side of this, we'll put it somewhere right here. That way we can easily run our wire to our stereo. Make it nice and neat with everything here. Maybe run it along back here where you don't even see it over the stereo. We'll see, there's plenty of options here. So let's open up the box and see what we got. Paperwork. Looks like there's our antenna. That's the little module we need to put back there. And that's it. Just a couple things. So we gotta plug that in. There must be a cable on the back of the Fusion. Plug that in. We should be able to find that. Let's open our antenna up. There's multiple ways to install this. You can install it flush with just this, or you can use this bottom piece here only, or if you needed to stand it up, you could do that too if you're going on a T-top or something, but I think we just need to mount that only. So yeah, so you can use these if you needed to, but we're not going to, like I said. And this, because you have an extender, we can make these threads extra long so that we can clamp this thing down when we install it. Well, this is where I want it to go, basically right here. And looking at this, it's pretty thick right here. Looks like there's 2 layers. There's this top layer, and then you look underneath, you can almost see there's curvature here. So it's thick where it's gonna go through. So when we drill through, it's like an inch in between. So we might have to drill a bigger hole down there in order to get the nut on there, or hopefully this is long enough. If not, we're gonna have to use that mount, which I don't want to do. I guess we'll drill a hole and see what happens. Alright, we got our hole drilled. 'Tis the moment of truth. Let's see if this is long enough so that I can screw it down. Just look up. Ooh, no problem. Plenty of threads left. Well, that's good. I was a little worried about if that was going to make it through there because it's a little thick right there. Well, let's peel this off, clean it up. We'll put some silicone, tighten the bottom, start running some wires. Alright, perfect. She's installed. Make sure you go heavy on the silicone around that. There's like a little fiber gasket underneath it too that kind of cushions it. But good and tight, lots of sealer, nice and clean. Now, let's dive in here and see where we're plugging into. So we got our antenna wire end there. Like I say, it's just basically a little nut holding her in there. It's got like a little lock washer behind it. And we're gonna run our wire somewhere behind that. And we'll come back around here to wherever we need to go. Let's check it out. I'll fit myself in the hole here. Oh, look at that. There's their stereo. And I can see it says X or SXM tuner right there. So it's simple plug into the back there. And we'll just zip tie everything up here somewhere, right where all this wiring is. And run our wire. So let me do that real quick because this is really simple. Alright, we're all tied up here. Back myself out of the hole. But here is our, let me zoom in, our tuner. It's all tied up. The thing doesn't weigh anything and it's tied, so she's not going anywhere. There's our plug right there. You can kind of see it. Let's see the flashlight. There we go. So she's plugged in. And I just ran, well, I fixed this wiring here too that was laying around down here. Tied some of this up. Our gray wire there runs behind. Comes up here. There's our connection. It goes through the hole there, all the way around with this wire bundle that goes around with it. So tied up tight, should be good to go. Let's power it up. All right, let's go back to our new fancy battery switches I've never seen before. I guess we should only need the house side. Up here, C-Ray. Another thing too is don't throw your box away if you install one of these, because you're going to want to keep this radio ID number here, because that's what signals that you have an account. Basically you code that ID to Sirius and you're ready to go. Let's see if our stereo will turn on. There we go. Should be able to go to Sirius.
Some app filled with ad-free music made for everything you do.
All right. Well, the antenna works. He might have to, I know he already has Sirius because we were talking about it. Turn that down. But pretty sure he coded it. He might have to call and bing it to it, so we'll probably do that here before I leave to make sure it's working. But it's definitely picking up the regular channel. If you cross X this out here, you can see great offer. So that means that the satellite's actually working, because it wouldn't have this if it was not plugged in and working. Another cool thing here too is this has got the brand new Simrads that just came out. You can tell, like I said, because these corners here, that's the new style. They have corners over the screw holes instead of that big long plastic piece that used to snap or break all the time. Pretty cool. It's cold out here. Sorry, I'm complaining. People probably got snow watching this right now. You get your lighting controls here, all your stuff. Basically this is completely customizable, just like any of the Simrads. They're like big phones anymore. So yeah, you can control it right here too, your audio. So yeah, it's just basically apps here that you can add to it. C-Map. So this is their version of maps. Nice. So we have obviously where we're at. Florida. Sweet. I like it. Looks like it's pretty easy to use. Always got to be someone mowing the lawn next to me. Well, that's my cue to go with the lawnmower running in the background there, and looks like we're done here. I'm gonna go get the customer and see if we can activate this and clean up my mess, and all good. Another happy customer. This 28's really nice. Let me know in the comments if getting louder, of course, if you like this boat or you'd buy a different Sea Ray, or if you like these new style Sea Rays, because they don't make big boats anymore. I think 40 is the biggest one they make. With that being said, I appreciate everybody watching, and I will see you next time. Later. Well, Santa, you're almost there. Keep climbing.